Good evening. You're watching News Tonight on Rajya Sabha TV. I'm Tina Jha. It's been a historic day for India today in its fight against the coronavirus pandemic. Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched the COVID-19 vaccination drive, the largest inoculation program in the world. So we'll be getting you all important updates related to the nationwide vaccination drive. But before that, Rajya Sabha TV wants to reiterate its appeal to all its viewers. Continue to take precautions against coronavirus. Wear face masks, wash hands and face regularly, and maintain physical distancing each time you step outside. Remember, we need to maintain COVID-appropriate behavior and not lower our guard against the disease. Let's now move to the headlines of the day. Prime Minister Narendra Modi launches the world's largest vaccination drive against coronavirus, says made in India vaccines safe and cheaper than the foreign ones, also pays emotional tribute to those who lost their lives due to coronavirus. The Prime Minister asks people to follow the mantra of Dawai Bhi Kadai Bhi in the fight against coronavirus, urges caution against rumours and misinformation, lauds the efforts of scientists in developing two made-in-India vaccines in such a short span of time. Vaccination drive begins at over 3,000 centres across the country. Sanitation worker Manish Kumar gets first shot at Delhi's All India Institute of Medical Sciences. 3 crore health and frontline workers to get inoculated in the first phase. Prime Minister Modi announces 1,000 crore rupees seed fund for startups at Prarambh Startup India International Summit. Asserts growth of startups will help in generating jobs. And the use of regional languages rise by 5 times in Rajya Sabha proceedings. Sanskrit emerges as the 5th most widely used language. Dogri, Kashmiri, Konkani and Santhali used for the first time since Rajya Sabha's inception in 1952. The biggest story of the day, India took a landmark step in its fight against coronavirus. Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched India's Mission Vaccination, the world's largest inoculation drive against COVID-19. Addressing the nation ahead of the launch, the Prime Minister asserted that the Made in India vaccines being rolled out will ensure a decisive victory for the country over the coronavirus pandemic. Also, congratulating the people of the country for the rollout of the 2 vaccines, the Prime Minister urged people to follow the mantra of Dawai Bhi Kadai Bhi, asking them to stay vigilant even with the vaccination process having begun. Here's a report.
संकट के उसी समय में, निराशा के उसी वातावरण में कोई आशा का भी संचार कर रहा था। हमें बचाने के लिए अपने प्राणों को संकट में डाल रहा था। हमारे डॉक्टर, नर्स, पैरामेडिकल स्टाफ, एम्बुलेंस ड्राइवर, आशा वर्कर, सफाई कर्मचारी, पुलिस के साथी और दूसरे फ्रंटलाइन वर्कर्स, उन्होंने मानवता के प्रति अपने दायित्व को प्राथमिकता दी। इसलिए आज कोरोना का पहला टीका स्वास्थ्य सेवा से जुड़े लोगों को लगाकर एक तरह से समाज अपना ऋण चुका रहा है।
An emotional Prime Minister paying tribute to the frontline warriors in India's fight against COVID-19. Launching the world's largest vaccination exercise against coronavirus, Prime Minister Modi said that the program is driven by humanitarian concerns and those exposed to maximum risk will get priority.
सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः।
भारत का टीकाकरण अभियान बहुत ही मानवीय और महत्वपूर्ण सिद्धांतों पर आधारित है। जिसे सबसे ज्यादा जरूरी है उसे सबसे पहले कोरोना का टीका लगेगा। जो हमारे डॉक्टर्स हैं, नर्सेस हैं, अस्पताल में सफाई कर्मी हैं, मेडिकल पैरामेडिकल स्टाफ हैं, वो कोरोना की वैक्सीन के सबसे पहले हकदार हैं। इन सभी के वैक्सीनेशन का खर्च भारत सरकार द्वारा उठाया जाएगा।
The Prime Minister congratulated the scientists and experts for developing 2 made-in-India vaccines in a very short span of time, saying that this feat is a testimony to the capabilities and expertise of Indian scientists.
आमतौर पर एक वैक्सीन बनाने में बरसों लग जाते हैं, लेकिन इतने कम समय में एक नहीं 2 मेड इन इंडिया वैक्सीन तैयार हुई है। ये भारत के सामर्थ्य, भारत की वैज्ञानिक दक्षता, भारत के टैलेंट का जीता जागता सबूत है।
He stated that these vaccines were much cheaper than alternatives being used in other countries and will ensure a decisive victory for the country over the coronavirus pandemic.
भारत की वैक्सीन्स ऐसी तकनीक पर बनाई गई हैं जो भारत में बरसों से ट्राइड और टेस्टेड है। ये वैक्सीन स्टोरेज से लेकर ट्रांसपोर्टेशन तक भारतीय स्थितियों और परिस्थितियों के अनुकूल है। यही वैक्सीन अब भारत को कोरोना के खिलाफ लड़ाई में निर्णायक जीत दिलाएगी।
Prime Minister Modi reiterated the importance of taking both shots of the vaccine. He also cautioned people to remain vigilant and take all precautions even after getting vaccinated.
कोरोना वैक्सीन की 2 डोज लगनी बहुत जरूरी है। एक डोज ले लिया और फिर भूल गए, ऐसा गलती मत करना। और जैसा एक्सपर्ट्स कह रहे हैं, पहली और दूसरी डोज के बीच लगभग 1 महीने का अंतराल भी रखा जाएगा। आपको ये भी याद रखना है कि दूसरी डोज लगाने के 2 हफ्ते बाद ही आपके शरीर में कोरोना के विरुद्ध जरूरी शक्ति विकसित हो पाएगी। इसलिए टीका लगते ही आप असावधानी बरतने लगें, मास्क निकाल कर रख दें, 2 गज की दूरी भूल जाएं, ये सब मत करिएगा।
He also appealed to people to stay away from any propaganda and rumors. He assured people that the emergency use of the Made in India vaccines has been approved only after being absolutely sure of their safety.
हमारे वैज्ञानिक, हमारे एक्सपर्ट्स जब दोनों मेड इन इंडिया वैक्सीन की सुरक्षा और प्रभाव को लेकर आश्वस्त हुए, तभी उन्होंने इसके इमरजेंसी उपयोग की अनुमति दी है। इसलिए देशवासियों को किसी भी तरह के प्रोपेगेंडा, अफवाहें, दुष्प्रचार से बचकर रहना है।
Two made in India vaccines, one developed by Oxford University and AstraZeneca and produced by the Serum Institute of India, and the other by Bharat Biotech, are being used for inoculation. According to the government, the shots will be offered first to an estimated 1 crore healthcare workers and around 2 crore frontline workers. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV. So the much-awaited vaccination drive against COVID-19 started at over 3,000 centres across the country today. The government is aiming to vaccinate 3 crore health workers and frontline workers in the very first phase. At the hospitals, the launch of vaccination drive is being welcomed by the healthcare workers who have been leading India's fight against the coronavirus pandemic. With aarti thalis, rangolis and sweets, health workers welcome the COVID-19 vaccines with cheer at hospitals across the country. The vaccination program kick-started in the national capital at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences in the presence of Union Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan. Several eminent persons and well-known personalities were among those who took the jab. Sanitation worker Manish Kumar became the first person in the national capital to be administered the shot. AIIMS Director Randeep Guleria and Niti Aayog member Dr. V.K. Paul also received a shot of the vaccine in the presence of the Health Minister. Apart from them, Serum Institute of India CEO Audar Poonawalla and Dr. Naresh Trehan of Medanta Hospital joined hundreds of healthcare workers in the country to get COVID-19 vaccine on the inaugural day.
We have now started the world's largest vaccination program, and we are very confident that it will be a smooth program and we will be able to vaccinate a very large number of people. Therefore, I'm very, very happy that this has started. It is the beginning of the end as far as the pandemic is concerned, and I really hope that as more and more people come forward when their turn comes, so that we are able to decrease our mortality and also break the chain of transmission.
Across India, doctors, nurses and sanitation workers received the first COVID vaccine shots in their respective states. All arrangements as per the Health Ministry guidelines were in place at Delhi's Ram Manohar Lohia Hospital to carry out the inoculation program. The hospital also ensured all necessary equipment, including ventilators, were available in case anyone showed any adverse effects.
बेसिकली ये जो सारे प्रोटोकॉल डिसाइड किए गए हैं वो मिनिस्ट्री से किए गए हैं। उन्होंने बहुत कुछ हमें मटेरियल भी दे रखा है यहाँ अरेंजमेंट के लिए। वो सारे यहाँ अरेंजमेंट हमने कर रखे हैं, जिसमें रजिस्ट्रेशन से लेके वैक्सीनेशन से लेके और ऑब्जर्वेशन तक सब कुछ शामिल है। और हमने ऑब्जर्वेशन के लिए अपने पूरे अस्पताल के बेस्ट लोगों को लगा रखा है, चाहे वो नर्सेज हों, चाहे पैरामेडिक्स हों, चाहे डॉक्टर्स हों।
Minister of State for Health Ashwini Kumar Choube also visited the vaccination center to take stock of the situation.
बहुत ज़्यादा उत्साह जी, मैं यहाँ पे आरएमएल हॉस्पिटल का स्टाफ हूँ और मेरा नाम आया, मुझे बहुत खुशी हुई। मैं सुबह से आके रेडी था और लगवा के यहाँ पे वेट करने के लिए बोला गया है आधे घंटे के लिए मुझे, और मुझे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, बिल्कुल सही है सब कुछ।
ये सबसे बड़ा टीकाकरण हो रहा है आज, है ना, सब तरफ हो रहा है, पूरे देश में हो रहा है। और ये बहुत ही हम खुश नसीब हैं सारे कि इतनी जल्दी वैक्सीन आ गया और सारे हेल्थ केयर वर्कर्स को मिल रहा है, जो कि गवर्नमेंट पॉलिसी है। तो ये तो बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छी बात है।
मुझे लगता है कि हर कोई लोग मतलब आगे बढ़ के देख रहा था कब वैक्सीन आएगी, और आज वो अच्छा दिन है जब हम सब लोग वैक्सीनेट होंगे, तो होपफुली सारी चीज़ें नॉर्मलाइज हो जाएंगी दोबारा।
आज का दिन हमारे लिए बहुत बड़ा है क्योंकि हमने बहुत तैयारी कर रखी थी वैक्सीनेशन के लिए।
और अगर हमें कोरोना को जड़ से ख़त्म करना है, इसको देश में इरेडिकेट करना है, तो हमें वैक्सीन लगवानी ही चाहिए। वैक्सीन लगने से ही कोरोना चला जाएगा।
The government aimed to inoculate 100 persons at each of the 3,006 sites on the inaugural day of the vaccination drive. With inputs from Navikram Singh and Aruna Thakur, Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV. Union Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan described the COVID-19 vaccines as Sanjeevani in the fight against coronavirus. Speaking at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences in New Delhi, Dr. Harshvardhan called it a historic day as Prime Minister Modi launched the world's largest vaccination program covering the entire length and breadth of the country. Asserting that both the vaccines are safe and effective, the health minister once again urged people not to pay any heed to hearsay and instead believe in experts and scientists. He also thanked the doctors, nurses, healthcare staff, security personnel, as well as journalists who have been at the front line in the fight against the pandemic.
This vaccine to our health workers in private and public settings to begin with. I would say that the fight against COVID is already on its road to victory, and today's developments shall certainly, this vaccine will be remembered like a Sanjeevani to ultimately get us that clinching victory over COVID.
Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal also visited the LNJP hospital to witness the vaccination drive.
जगहों पे हर जगह पे 100 लोगों को वैक्सीन लगेगा। 8100 लोगों को आज वैक्सीन लगेगा। तो मैं सब लोगों को यही कहना चाहता हूं कि किसी भी तरह की अफवाह या किसी भी तरह की गलत उस पर ध्यान ना दें, और एक्सपर्ट्स का कहना है बिल्कुल सेफ है वैक्सीन, कोई चिंता करने की बात नहीं है, और अंत में हम लोगों को इससे कोरोना से छुटकारा मिलेगा। लेकिन वैक्सीन लेने के बाद भी आप अपना मास्क और सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग का सब लोग पालन करते रहें।
Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan also held a meeting with the health ministers of states and union territories on the COVID-19 vaccine rollout. In fact, he also congratulated them on the successful rollout of the COVID-19 vaccination drive in the country. Noting that it is a historic day, the health minister said that India has achieved considerable success in the fight against coronavirus in the last 1 year. He added that there has been sustained decline in the number of fatalities in the last 3-4 months, even as the recovery rate has improved remarkably. He also directed states to check rumors and misinformation about the vaccines.
अभी इस पहले फेज में हमें 3 करोड़ लोगों को वैक्सीनेशन देना है, जिसके लिए सब प्रकार से टारगेट्स भी तय हैं। पहले हेल्थ वर्कर से हमने शुरू किया है, उसके बाद फ्रंट लाइन वर्कर्स हैं, और उसके बाद 50 साल से ऊपर के लोग हैं।
Over 1,91,000 beneficiaries were inoculated on day 1 at 3,351 session sites across all states and union territories. Serum Institute's Covishield was supplied to all states and union territories, while Bharat Biotech's Covaxin was supplied to 12 states. Briefing the media on the COVID vaccine rollout day 1, Additional Health Secretary Dr. Manohar Agnani said that a total of 16,755 vaccinators were involved in organizing the vaccination sessions. He also said that the vaccination drive was successfully conducted across the country, adding that there was no post-vaccination hospitalization reported from anywhere in the country so far.
3,351 सेशन साइट्स पे दोनों किस्म के वैक्सीन को लगाया गया। यहाँ पर मैं आपको पहले उन 11 राज्यों के नाम बता रहा हूँ जहाँ पे दोनों किस्म के वैक्सीन लगाए गए और कितने सत्र वहाँ पे आयोजित किए गए। असम में 65, बिहार 301, दिल्ली 81, हरियाणा 77, कर्नाटका 242, महाराष्ट्र 285, ओडिशा 161, राजस्थान 167, तमिलनाडु 160.
Moving on to some other news, Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Saturday announced the launch of 1,000 crore rupees Startup India Seed Fund to support new entrepreneurs in the country. Addressing Prarambh Startup India International Summit, the Prime Minister exuded confidence that the growth of startups will help in generating jobs and improving lives of people in the region. The Prime Minister also asserted that this century is the century of digital revolution and new age innovation. And he said it is the need of the hour that future entrepreneurs should be from the Asian countries.
ये सदी डिजिटल रिवॉल्यूशन और न्यू एज इनोवेशन की सदी है और इस सदी को एशिया की सदी भी कहा जाता है और इसलिए ये समय की मांग है कि भविष्य की टेक्नोलॉजी एशिया की लैब्स से निकले, भविष्य के एंटरप्रेन्योर्स हमारे यहां से तैयार हो। इसके लिए एशिया के उन देशों को आगे आकर जिम्मेदारी लेनी होगी जो एक साथ मिलकर काम कर सकते हैं, एक दूसरे के लिए काम कर सकते हैं।
The Prime Minister further said that the youth and entrepreneurs from BIMSTEC countries joined the Startup Global Summit with all the experiences that they have, right from the fight against COVID-19 to the making of the vaccine. He also said agricultural sector has several opportunities for Startup India.
आज स्टार्टअप इंडिया मूवमेंट अपने सफल 5 साल पूरे कर रहा है और आज ही भारत ने कोरोना के खिलाफ सबसे ऐतिहासिक लार्जेस्ट वैक्सीनेशन ड्राइव प्रारंभ की है। ये दिन हमारे वैज्ञानिकों, हमारे युवाओं और हमारे उद्यमियों की क्षमताओं और हमारे डॉक्टर्स, नर्सेज, हेल्थ सेक्टर के लोगों के परिश्रम और सेवा भाव का साक्षी है।
The use of regional languages in the proceedings of Rajya Sabha has increased manifold during the 3-year period of 2018 to 2020, with Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu regularly urging the members of the House to do so. During this period, 4 languages, Dogri, Kashmiri, Konkani and Santhali, have been used for the first time since the Rajya Sabha came into being in 1952. Here's a report.
Apart from Hindi and English, use of 21 other scheduled Indian languages increased to over 5 times per sitting in 2020 as compared to years from 2004 to 17. During this period, 4 languages, Dogri, Kashmiri, Konkani and Santhali, have been used for the first time since the inception of the upper house. 6 languages, Assamese, Bodo, Gujarati, Maithili, Manipuri and Nepali, have been used after a long gap. Rajya Sabha members spoke in 10 scheduled languages in the House on 269 occasions during 923 sittings between 2004 and 2017. In 2020, 49 interventions in regional languages were made during 33 sittings. In comparison, during 2013 to 17, spanning over 329 sittings, members spoke only in 10 regional languages on 96 times, all limited to debates. However, during 2018 to 20, with 163 sittings, regional languages were used 135 times, including 66 interventions in debates, 62 0R and 7 special mentions. While announcing the availability of simultaneous interpretation facilities in all the 22 scheduled languages in July 2018, Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu spoke in 10 languages in the House.
I am happy to inform you that the Rajya Sabha Secretariat has now made arrangements for simultaneous interpretation of the proceedings of the House in the remaining 5 languages also. Dogri, Kashmiri, Konkani, Santhali, Sindhi. With this, the members can speak in all the 22 languages listed in the 8th schedule.
With 12 interventions in Sanskrit, all during 2019-20, it has emerged as the 5th widely used in the Rajya Sabha after Hindi, Telugu, Urdu and Tamil. Kriti Mishra, Rajya Sabha TV.
Home Minister Amit Shah on Saturday laid the foundation stone of a new battalion campus of the Rapid Action Force in Bhadravati, Karnataka. To be built in an area of 50 acres of land, the campus will have a training center, an administrative block, a stadium and also a Kendriya Vidyalaya. Speaking on the occasion, the Home Minister thanked the state government for taking the initiative and giving the land for a new battalion campus of the RAF That is coming up at a cost of 230 crore rupees. And Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu on Saturday visited Matru Chhaya Girls Orphanage in Goa and interacted with the inmates and the staff there. Complimenting the members of Matru Chhaya Trust, the Vice President said that he was highly impressed with their dedicated work and lauded them for serving the society in the true spirit of India's age-old philosophy of share and care. The Vice President also said that many NGOs were supplementing the efforts of the governments at the centre and also in the states through similar activities across the country. He also urged the corporate sector to extend support under the CSR to organizations that are rendering dedicated social service. Also hailing the world's largest vaccination drive that was kicked off on Saturday, Venkaiah Naidu said it was a matter of pride for the country. Nepalese Foreign Minister Pradeep Kumar Gyavali called on Defence Minister Rajnath Singh on Saturday. During his interaction, the Nepalese Foreign Minister expressed his desire to deepen the bilateral relations between both the countries. Rajnath Singh said relations between India and Nepal offer limitless potential. Both the dignitaries also expressed satisfaction at the excellent military-to-military cooperation. Gyavali arrived in India on Thursday on a 3-day visit. On Friday, he held wide-ranging talks with External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar, covering the entire expanse of bilateral ties. Reserve Bank of India Governor Shaktikant Das said on Saturday that the RBI is focusing on strengthening supervision of financial entities and that the Apex Bank would soon come out with guidelines for NBFCs. Here's a report. Delivering the 39th Palkhiwala Memorial Lecture, Reserve Bank of India Governor Shaktikant Das said that non-banking financial companies need to ensure stronger governance structure for financial stability. He also stressed on the need for proper internal audit in banks, calling it an important component in ensuring the financial stability of these institutions and the larger financial system. The RBI governor said that banks would have to prepare for asset quality issues post the pandemic, which would require capital requirement. He also said that it was important to fast-track the capital raising process to prepare for the post-COVID impact on balance sheets.
Broader sense, the idea of financial stability molded the Reserve Bank's approach during the pandemic, which was a unique crisis, much more challenging than the global financial crisis of 2008, impacting both the real and financial sector in great severity. With conventional, unconventional, and new tools, the Reserve Bank responded through a series of measures to alleviate stress in various segments of the economy and the financial sector, including the stress encountered by market players and financial entities.
He also said that the central bank can consider the idea of a bad bank if there is any such proposal. The idea of setting up a bad bank is one of the proposals submitted by the Confederation of Indian Industries in its pre-budget memorandum to the government. A bad bank bundles up all the bad assets of financial institutions at a discounted price and sells it to investors by putting a turnaround plan in place. He also said that recovery was visible and that banks would have a key role to play in ensuring support to the recovery. Kriti Mishra's report for Rajya Sabha TV. And before we leave, Rajya Sabha TV once again appeals to all its viewers to stay safe from the COVID-19 pandemic. Continue to wear face masks, wash your hands and face regularly, and don't forget to maintain physical distancing each time you step outside. Remember, these simple precautions by us are all that it takes to defeat the ongoing pandemic. Good night. Thank you for your time. Stay safe.
Thank you.